everybody, and welcome to the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for women's college volleyball action here on this Friday evening. Glendale Vaqueros and the College of the Canyons Cougars. I'm Matt Robinson, happy to have you along with us, as always, here on the Cougar Sports Network. COC off to a good start in conference play. Picked up their first conference win of the season the other night against Citrus, trying to make it back-to-back wins for one of the rare times this season, really, as the Cougars have at times struggled to find victories this year in back-to-back contests. So trying to do that, trying to get it going here as they look to make it back-to-back wins for one of the rare times this season. As on the other side, Glendale, 3-9 on the year. Really just trying to find their way a little bit more as the season rolls on. As we'll go to work here, sorry, having a little audio issues on our end, trying to fix that technical difficulty. It's something outside of our control right now. Of course, the firmware updates on systems, sometimes they just fight with one another, so that's where we're currently at right now. But we'll go to work with what we've got and try and give you the best possible show we can here today. As after the teams get set up, it will be service starting with the Glendale Vaqueros. As Camila Osiguro will lead things off for Glendale, her serve in play, and Canyons will go to work offensively for the first time today. As the Cougars on the board with the first strike. On a good opening swing, or excuse me, Glendale on the board on a missed swing. The scoreboard had it backwards, and I was looking down, but the Cougars get one back right away. Leah Gilly able to drive it home, and we're even at 1-all. So we'll go to the first service opportunity for College of the Canyons in the back row. It'll be Leah Gilly. Gilly coming off a 10 kill on 22 attempts with 5 error match against Citrus the other day. Had 3 aces and 3 errors in that contest. Canyons a partial block at the net. Good job by Glendale to keep it up. Cougars will set inside. Madison Andrews misses long. Canyons kind of been known to get off to slow starts at times. It's been a little bit of an issue for COC this season. As has serve receive at times for the Cougars. This time they drive one down. Back-to-back points for College of the Canyons. Even at 3-all here early on. Glendale going to get a swing. Cougars will block at the net as Andrews and Booth were both up for it. And they get a block on the other side as Ana Vasquez was one of the two Cougars there to pop it down, along with Madison Andrews, and Canyons with a 4-3 lead. Here's Ana Vasquez to work. Cougars, good job defensively here. Now they'll get Sophia Miranda a swing that's dug out by the libero, Katarina Bell. And then a long swing that time from Glendale gives the Cougars another point. Six 4 in favor of the Lady Cougars. Canyon's a good set that time inside to Leah Gilly, who drives it in. Seven six in favor of the Cougars. For College of the Canyons, as we said, 6-7 on the season. Serve receive has been an issue at times this year for Canyons. Good tool by Gilly that time. Just pokes it off the block on a slide play and gets a point. And that's kind of led to a little bit of the Cougars' downfall at times this season. We saw it in their last home contest against Ventura. Serve receive was a big-time issue for College of the Canyons. Trying to clean that up here today. Morgan Dumlau in the game as the center. Caitlin Vazin back to serve. Good serve from Vazin. Tip over by Glendale as they set it to Kalia Johnson. And then Canyon's able to drive another one in. They'll take an 9-6 advantage here early on. Vazin, the other night, 4 aces, 3 errors against Citrus. Had 6 digs as well. Was 0 for 3 with an error on the attack side. As Bell handles serve receive. Canyon's going to get another look. Vasquez popped up out of the back row by Yu. Swing no touch for Johnson on the near side. And Canyons has pumped it to 10-6. Ball played over by Glendale. Then Canyon's going to be able to go inside again to Gilly. Gilly coming off, like we said, that big 10-kill match. Gilly 10 on 22 swings with 5 errors. She had 3 digs, a solo block, and 4 block assists in that contest. Was the high performer for College of the Canyons in that one. Trying to press the Cougars out as they've got a 5-point advantage. Glendale trying to send it to Jaslyn Bradley, and she just missed swings. Hit it off the outside of her hand. Glendale gets one back, makes it 12-7. We'll see some substitutions. Segura back to serve once again. Golfini to handle for Canyons. Dumlau sets it too tight to the net. Not much that COC could do that time for Gilly. She's going to get credited with an error, but it's really a set error from Dumlau. It might not even be an error. It might just be a swing into a block. Dumlau going to try and go right back to Gilly, who's working on the opposite side this time and drives it down. So make it 13-8 in favor of Canyons. $14-9 now in favor of Canyons. As Morgan Dumlau back to serve. This ball handled by Golostian. Bradley plays it over. Canyons will try and set Vasquez off a block, kept up. Now Booth on the near side, dugout. As we rally back and forward here. Vasquez high off the block, popped over. Good continuation from both sides. Out of system here for Glendale, just a soft touch. Golfini will bump set. Booth able to score it for Canyons. Another point for Canyons and a timeout on the floor. Going to give us a chance to remind you homecoming is coming up here on the 17th of October. Make sure you join us as we have plenty of going on. Canyons against El Camino, a Thursday night game on October 17th here at Cougar Stadium. Fan giveaways, music, food vendors, pregame activities. Pregame starts at 4 p.m. Kickoff at 6 p.m. for that one. Homecoming. It should be a good time. It's free to all students and staff, former students and staff as well. So plenty to do for everyone. Make sure you join us for that, as it should be a good time, usually pretty fun during homecoming. As Canyons with a 16-9 advantage here over Glendale in this first set. As Dumlau back serving once again. Glendale not able to get that one cleanly over. Bradley with a slide running swing that just didn't fall. Canyon's able to run inside once again. That time to Madison Andrews. Make it 18-10 in favor of College of the Canyons. Cougars continuing to roll here. This is kind of what we've been missing from COC this season. They won 3-1 against Citrus the other night on the road, but really have not been able to see the Cougars kind of just roll away from the opponent. Saw it a little bit in the Ventura match, but then kind of ran out of steam. There's an errant pass that time from Canyons. Just out of system. Vasquez trying to set from the back row, and Booth did everything she could to try and get it over. Glendale makes some substitutions here. Johnson checking back in. Canyons going to get a point off of too many touches from Glendale. Golfany back serving now. Good serve from Golfany, an ace that time. Golfany, 2 aces and an error against Citrus. So far this season, 33 aces coming into the match. So give her another there. Makes it 20-11 in favor of Canyons. Cougars trying to run away with this first set. Golfany, another good serve, tough handle. Glendale goes inside, and a very nice swing from Poet Crum that time. Crum, the 5'11 sophomore out of John Marshall High School. 75 kills on 188 chances coming into the match. She'll go back to serve here. 13 service aces this season. Glendale gets back-to-back points, this time off of a Canyons error. It's interesting when you look, Crum, the second leading attacker on Glendale, it's actually Karina Bell. Who's the libero today. Bell, 92 kills on 352 attacks, but it's in there trying to work on the defensive side. Canyon's going to get a point, make it 21-13. Serve long that time from Miranda. Glendale starting to charge back here. 3 straight points for the Vaqueros. They get one off a block that time. Esrai Ochoa back to serve now. Vasquez handles serve. Canyon slides to Gilly, but it was blocked. Kept up by the Cougars. And then Canyon's going to get a stuff block. Johnson blocked by Gilly and Dumlau that time to stop a little bit of the bleeding. There's Vazin now back serving again for Canyons. Floats in. Ochoa on first handle. Canyons with another block at the net. Gilly and Dumlau again there to handle Johnson. That's a tough set for Johnson all the way across the floor. Gilly and Dumlau with the double there. Pretty easy block for them. They've been very good this year. Gilly, 15 solo blocks, 30 block assists, 45 total blocks on the season. Glendale out of rotation that time. So Canyons with set point number 1. Glendale does everything they can just to keep the point alive for the moment. Dumlau goes on 2. Good keep by Glendale. Johnson, soft touch. Good diving dig by Savannah Anaya, and it's finished off by Leah Gilly. And that'll do it for the first set. Canyons takes it 25-15. First set victory for COC. Second set action here in a few from College of the Canyons. So 11-2 here in favor of Canyons. Sorry, still working on some audio issues, trying to get those solved out. As the Cougars up 11-3 here. Canyon's been mostly dominating so far here in this second set. Really hasn't been much of anything to speak of for Glendale here. Make it 12-3 in favor of Canyons. Glendale adds one back. Chatovich in there gets a kill for Canyons. Good to see Anna Chatovich getting a chance to go to work. Lee Gilly checking in. Celestinaya back to serve. Glendale get a point off service error. So 16-5 now in favor of Canyons. Errant serve that time. Cougars trying to So 21-7 in favor of Canyons here in this second set. Cougars with a 1-0 lead. There's Poet Crum with a good opportunity, drives it in. Golfany back serving here. As Canyons gets another point up 23-9 here. Johnson just has to bump it over. Celeste Anaya with a little push through the middle, kept up. Now Dumlau, this time Anaya again, and she misses. Canyons working on set point here. Glendale going to keep the set alive for the moment, get another point here. Another one for Glendale as they continue to try and fight back, trailing. (24-15) at the moment. Canyons with set point number 3 at this point. That one blocked. And then a lift going to be called on Glendale, and that will actually, it's going to be 2 touches on the Vaqueros, and that will end the second set. So a 25-15 second set victory for College of the Canyons. We go to the third set here from the Cougar Sports Network in just a minute. We go to the third set here. Canyons with a 2-0 lead. Glendale gets the first point here of this third set. Canyons trying to close one out for a sweep. Overpass, but it's going to score for Canyons. Glendale, kind of a miscommunication there. Cougars have only produced 2 sweeps this year, one over El Camino, one over Mount San Jacinto, trying to pick up what would be their third sweep of the year. As that one driven down. Gives another point for Glendale. So 3-1 in favor of the Vaqueros here. Bell back serving. Plays that one, or Canyon's able to play that one in for a point. So the Cougars now back within one here. Morgan Dumlau back to serve for COC. Service ace that time for Dumlau. As she drives that one in to get us back to 3-all. Dumlau again back to serve. 11 aces coming into the match for Dumlau. Glendale with some trouble handling that one, so Canyon's going to get another point from Morgan Dumlau that time. Cougars just controlling the first two sets pretty easily against Glendale. There's a block at the net. Adriana Pankis along with Leah Gilly there. Pankis getting an opportunity to go in today. We stay with the Dumlau serve. 5-3 in favor of Canyons. Cougars going to get another look, and they're going to drive another one in. Canyons just controlling this thing right now. Good swing that time for Poet Crumb. Makes it 6-4. Keeps Glendale in this set for the moment. Canyons trying to get a side out here. Cougars leading 6-4 here in this third set, trying to close it out in straight sets. Gilly able to bump that one. Canyons just gets it over. No touch given for Glendale, so Canyons back with a 3-point advantage here. Anna Vasquez back serving now. Service ace. Gilly able to get the point that time for Canyons. (12-6) in favor of the Cougars. Make it 12-7 as serve receive an issue for the Cougars that time. We've seen that at times become an issue for the Cougars this season. There's Miranda with a good swing. Better dig from Glendale on the defensive side, but then the Vaqueros send it long. (14-7) is Gilly back serving for Canyons. Glendale just able to keep the point alive for the moment. Dumlau tried to go early. Johnson with a tip that's not going to fall. Miranda off the block. Anaya gets it to Dumlau, who tried to crush it home, didn't get it to go. Diving dig attempt from Gilly doesn't work. Sophia Miranda back serving. And it's kind of trying to close in on a sweep here, leading 16-8, but Miranda puts it into the net. Vasquez dug out by Beal. Glendale couldn't get a good swing at it. Vasquez will go again. That time off a block and down. Vasquez again. That time off the block. Canyons doubling up Glendale at the moment, up 18-9. Another one for Vasquez as she's starting to heat up here. $19-10 now in favor of the Cougars. Canyons really been in control of this entire match. Glendale gets a couple more back here. So the Cougars staying with that solid advantage for the moment. Cougars give up another one to Glendale. Make it 20-12. Morgan Dumlau in to serve. And a Vasquez there. Another kill. Pecos again. And Canyons with match point here. Canyons a chance for it right now. They'll set Vasquez. Match point is there. Cougars in straight sets. They take it 25-15, 25-15, and 25-12 to knock off Glendale and pick up their second win in conference play. They improved to 7-7 on the year. For Glendale, they fall to 3-10. So the Cougars will stay near the top of the WSC South at 2-0 here with this Friday night win. That'll do it for us. We thank you for joining us. We hope to see you next time here on the Cougar Sports Network as we've got more for you in the coming weeks.